What's poppin', bro? What's up with it, man?
Ain't nothing, man. How you holding up during this quarantine, bro?
Ah, man, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just holding strong. You feel me? That's all you can do. That's all I
That's
can
all you
do.
can do. Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, for everyone who just tuning in, I got DJ T. Lewis joining me tonight on the Flowway Show. This man, he calls himself the greatest DJ in the world. He deserves the title. He works hard. He works for Young Money. He tours the world with one of the greatest rappers, the greatest human beings there ever is, Lil Wayne. He's from Mississippi, Mississippi, right?
there you go.
He's from Mississippi. What part? What part?
Jackson, Mississippi. No.
Jacksonville, Mississippi.
No, 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 no,
Let's get
no.
it right. Let's get it right.
Jackson.
Listen, I done had a few drinks. I
All
read it,
right,
but I
then.
done had a few drinks. So you
All right, it's all
Jacksonville,
love. Jacksonville is in Florida. I'm from Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi. Like
Jackson,
the
Mississippi.
Jackson
My bad.
5.
My bad.
You
Jackson,
did.
Mississippi. Got it
For
out the
sure.
mud. No handouts, man. You know, salute to you, bro.
Love,
Salute,
bro.
man.
Respect, big brother. Appreciate you having me, my dog.
So, bro, like, I read that you wanted to be Wayne's DJ
Yeah,
from way back. Like when you started DJing, that was your goal to
yeah,
work with one of the greatest rappers in the world, man. Is
yes.
that all facts?
All facts. Definite
Wow.
facts. All facts. I wanted, that was, my idea was to be Wayne DJ.
Wow.
That's crazy. I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. Damn. When you took me back on that one, that's crazy. Yeah, man. But that was my idea thing. Like that was a goal of mine. I didn't never think I could reach it, but it was a goal of mine.
Yo,
Like I want to
living
be
proof
Wayne
that dreams
DJ.
come true, bro. Just putting hard work
Definitely.
and dedication, you know what I'm saying? So like that's like the purpose of me doing this show, just to pretty much inspire people. Everybody's going through a shift in their lives right now. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So just to try to uplift people and inspire people because at the end of the day is we gonna get through. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
We
For
can make
sure
it
that.
through anything. So,
Definitely.
you know, with God, of course, in the front, I'm not gonna get preachy on it, but we can make it through anything. So
Gotta have
how
faith in
did you get
something.
started? How did you start DJing, bro?
I started DJing, um, to be honest with you, I just give you the full rundown. I started throwing parties like when I was like 14. Like I was throwing like birthday parties. So I was always the host of the party. So I was booking DJs like 14, you're in high school. I was like in the ninth grade. So I decided to keep doing it. So I throw a party like every birthday, which my birthday is Friday. So I throw a party for every birthday, you feel what I'm saying? So in the midst of me throwing a party for every birthday, I was like 17 and I was like, man, shit, like 16, 17. I was like, man, shit, I'm just gonna do this shit like nonstop. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna throw parties. So shit, I just started throwing parties like after every college football game. Like where I'm from, Jackson State football games, home football game, that's the shit to do. You feel what I'm saying? Especially football season, that's shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Mississippi football, like you got the swag, you got you know what I'm saying, you got the SEC, you know what I'm saying? You got two SEC schools, three swag schools, you feel what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? That's the thing to do. So shit, I was throwing parties after every home football game. After every home football game, I was throwing a party for the teenagers, like the high schools. You feel what I'm saying? Packing this shit out, like you know what I'm saying? 500 kids a party. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, I took that
Doing
following
numbers.
I had, and when I went to college, you know what I'm saying? I took that following and I moved that following. Man, keep in mind, everybody's went out to college. You feel what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
in where I'm from, we got like shit. I think we had at the time like maybe 9 high schools. You feel what I'm saying? So we had 9 high schools, probably like a graduating class in each high
What
school.
year is
Like
this? What year is this?
this is 2006, my senior year. I graduated high school in 2006.
Okay, so let's pinpoint the year. This
Yeah,
is this
so
this is the beginning. This is before tours. This is before. This is just
yeah,
you
this is before I was getting on
starting it out.
tours and all that shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is before all that. This is I was still in high school. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, after I got out of high school, I played in the band and all that shit there. So I ended up getting a band scholarship to go to Jack State. I marched in the band at Jack State my freshman year, and then that's when my second semester of my freshman year I became the mascot. So I threw no parties that whole year. My whole my entire my bad. My entire freshman year at Jack State from 2006 to 2007, I didn't throw any parties. I assisted my homeboy in 2007. They had a big entertainment company. You feel what I'm saying? But nevertheless, the thing came about was when I was in high school, I was booking DJs, right? And when I was booking DJs, I never get like, you know what I'm saying? My granddad, he told me one day, he was like, bro, why don't you just DJ your own parties? You already host the parties, just DJ too. You're like, you know
Right.
music. So I was like, all right, cool. But my dad a police officer. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
So with him being a police officer, he's very stern. He's very strict by the book. You feel what I'm saying? So my dad was like one of them people that was always like, man, look, put a plan together. Whatever you do, just put a plan together. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, I
Mm-hmm.
mapped out me a little plan. I was like, shit, all right, I'm gonna keep throwing parties. And I was like, by the time I hit like 20, I'm gonna start
Goals.
DJing for real. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, I got in college. I started back throwing parties, like in 2007. Like my second semester at Jack State 2007. I started back throwing parties. I linked up with this group called Average Joe, and in the midst of me linking up with them, I was still always on them. I was still on the mic and all this shit there. But keep in mind, I still had this plan. Like when I turned 20, I'm gonna start DJing. So I was on the mic. I was hosting all the parties. I was doing all this shit there. And deep down inside, I had a talent inside of me that I never really knew I had. And shit, like I played around with it when I hit like 19. I played around with it. Then when I hit 20, I went full fledged. I never forget. I took a refund check. I had got fucked over in school, and they took my financial aid away from me over some hating shit. Over some hating shit they had did. So when they took my financial aid away from me, I ended up having to take a loan out for school, right? So loan I took out of school, my first ever loan I took out of school, not knowing that I didn't take out too much motherfucking money, I didn't took this loan out and I got a refund check now.
Right.
Not realizing I only had a refund check because I took too much motherfucking money out. All
But you
right,
still got to pay that bread back.
you did. So nevertheless, what I do, I take that money and I say, you know what? I'm finna go buy me some
Equipment.
DJ equipment with this
There
shit.
you go. Next step.
So shit, boom. I went and bought me some CDJs, some Pioneer CDJs, and a Newmark mixer, and a Dell computer. I'll never forget it. And a Dell fucking computer, and motherfucking, I just got to work. I just got to work,
Listen,
and like
if you popping up at the party with the Dell laptop, and what year is this? 2000 what now? Where we at?
this 2000, like it's really 2008, 2009.
People ain't taking you serious. And
Yeah, this 2008, 2009. You know what I'm saying? So now for real though, people not taking me serious, but people taking me serious. People like, I like we gonna listen to what T. Lou was talking about. I mean, he do host. At this time, I was hosting the hottest club in the city, in
yo,
the state.
check this out. It's like we got a similarity there, my brother, because I was on fire just hosting parties, high school, college, just doing my thing, hosting. And then I
For
went and
sure.
tried to do the DJing thing, and it didn't work out
I
for
understand.
me.
It's cool. It ain't for everybody. You know
So
what I'm
I just
saying?
stood in my
It's
lane.
all right. It's all right. So yeah, I definitely took that, and you know what I'm saying? I had a gift. That's all I can really say, man. Just to be honest, I had a gift. I really feel like I got a gift from God with my ear for music. I was a musician already. I know how to play drums. I know how to read music. You feel what I'm saying? Like I played in the band my entire life from middle school all the way to high school. Like I said, I marched for a year in college. You feel me? So I'm very like you know what I'm saying, music related. So me being able to DJ was like me being able to add almost for me. You know what I'm saying? I never had like no strenuous like I went like I taught myself how to DJ. And I went to like the big homies in the city in the town and I talked to them and like, you know what I'm saying, like y'all trying to be a DJ, like check me out. You know what I'm saying? So shit, folks was checking me out and they was like, shit, like bro kinda dope. You feel what I'm saying? Like the big homies, they was like, bro, like you dope. But they, you know, they gave me the big homie hard time though. You feel what I'm saying? But in the midst of it, it's cool because I built great relationships with them people. So that's how I started DJ. So I, you know, like I tell folks, it was like 2008, 2009. I still remember my first gig. I DJ my first gig was at Jackson State University. It was shout out to my partner Phil. He had just crossed So I started an entertainment company called Raw Entertainment. Uh, and my homeboy, that one of my homeboys that was part of the entertainment company, he had just crossed Alpha. So you know how they had like the Greek weeks in school and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I DJ'd. That was my DJ premiere to the world, to the city, to the town. Everybody thought I was bullshitting until I went up here on the yard for this whole week, and I just smashed like every party just the whole week. And everybody was like, "Ain't no way T. Lewis just came up here and just did this shit." And from that moment forward, it's been all gas, no brakes.
Wow.
You know?
Wow. Okay. So, like, who was your greatest like inspiration? Like, who you would go and you would watch? I saw you said something about Kid Capri. I seen, did I see Scratch maybe or Scram or Scream?
Yeah.
So,
I was
who
like
was your go to though? Out of everybody, it's a lot of great DJs that you
Jazzy
know.
Jeff.
Okay.
Jazzy Jeff is my ideal to like one of the most complete all around great DJs of the world. You feel me? Complete package. He can
He's a
scratch,
beast.
he can
I seen.
mix, he can do house, he can do hip hop, he can do soca, he can do whatever. You feel me? He can do it all. He can do tricks if he needs to. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people are just gifted in like you know what I'm saying one
Certain
thing.
genres. Certain
Yeah, but
genres. He can take some.
I've literally studied him and watched him, and you know what I'm saying. He was the crazy thing about Jazzy Jeff was my inspiration to be like to play drums. I told this story with Serato, but the reason I started playing drums was because of Jazzy Jeff. It was the episode on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they was teaching Ashley. Will was trying to teach Ashley how to play drums because she
Mm,
was playing like the violin or something like that. She wasn't fucking with it. So yeah, Jazzy Jeff came through and taught bruh. You feel me? So when Jazzy Jeff came through and taught her. So when he came through and taught her, you feel what I'm saying? He had like a real drum. He did a drum solo. I was like, bro, I can do that. I went and begged for a drum set. When they got the drum set, boom, popped it out.
wow.
Yeah, that's the inspiration. Jazzy Jeff is like, I think it's like one of the most, like I said, one of the most greatest DJs. I got
I've
a
seen
list of great DJs,
he. I've seen him.
but
He's a.
but Jeff is all around like, you feel me? I got my other ones, like, you know what I'm saying? I go to Drama, I go to Scream, them. They're like my mentors. Scream, Drum, Don Cannon. I talk to them on the regular as mentors. My big homies back home, I can't never forget DJ Finesse, DJ Scrap Dirty, Asiatic Black. Them were like the big homies around the city. DJ Finesse is the core DJ president. You feel what I'm saying? So for people that don't know, like he's the president over the core DJs. If you don't know what the core DJs is, you under a rock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, my homie Scrap Dirty, he's the one of the founding members of the Violator All Star DJs. You feel what I'm saying? He
That's a
was
monster team right there.
he was around, you know, he was around with Dilla. You feel what I'm saying? He's from Chicago, but he went to school at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like I never wanted to go to college, but me being a part of me living in Jackson, Mississippi, and then going to Jackson State really linked me up with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like all those DJs I just named went to Jackson State. I met Tez through our relationship with Jackson State to
Okay.
allow me to be able to get in the position to be one of his DJs.
Got you.
So
So you doing your thing, right? We still in what? Still in
we're
2008.
still in 2008, 2009. I'm killing shit. I'm
Okay,
fucking
you
the
killing
town up.
shit. You on fire. You meet Tez, right? So
I knew
now
Tez before then though.
you knew Tez
Swole,
before
what's
this.
up? Yeah, I knew Tez before then. Shout out to Swole. Swole, I used to be his intern when
Wow,
he was the Atlantic rep for Mississippi. I used to be his intern.
wow.
You did?
Mississippi fam, you got a lot of people showing you love. So,
Yeah.
so
I knew
when you
Tez
see
when I was a little
Tez,
boy.
huh?
I knew Tez when I was a little boy.
Got you, got you.
Yeah, Tez freshman year at Jackson State was in 1997. He marched in the band in 97. I said earlier that the mascot was my goddaddy. That's why I became the mascot after I got out the band. I don't know if I said that, but I said it before. I just repeating stuff. But yeah. So when Ted was marching in the band, I was around the band because my goddad was a mascot and I used to perform on the field and shit like that. You feel me? Like I used to dance and shit. So yeah, so I knew Tez from then all the way up. You feel what I'm saying? Like bro really watched me grow up. You
And
feel
you
what I'm
had it in
saying?
your mind already. Now, was Tez working with Wayne at this time? He
Nah.
wasn't.
Nobody knew who Tez was.
Okay.
Nobody knew who Tez was until like 2000 something. You feel me?
Okay.
And he left and went with Wayne. Like
Mm-hmm.
niggas knew Tez because Tez was like a cool real one, and he played in the band. You feel what I'm saying? But they didn't know Tez for Wayne. They didn't that didn't go until like 2000,
Okay.
2000. You know, like 2000, 2001. Yeah,
Got you.
right after Bling Bling, you feel what I'm saying? So
That
yeah, like
bring
2000,
I think
2001. Yeah,
going on all the time.
that's when Ted started working full on with bro. You feel what I'm saying? He left, you know what I'm saying, all that shit there. But nevertheless, I'm still in high school. I'm in middle school, high school while all this is going on. You feel what I'm
All
saying?
this is
So
going on. And in your mind, you already saying, I want to be with the greatest rapper in the
oh,
world.
watching Wayne grow up, being in the city, you know what I'm saying, New Orleans 2 hours away from us. So watching Wayne, you know what I'm saying, me just growing up and watching Wayne grow up, it was like shit, yeah, of course. Feel what I'm saying? Like I knew bro was gonna be big.
Wow.
Bigger than life. You feel what I'm saying? Like I always knew it.
You always
You
knew.
feel me? I always knew it. Like from the moment I heard bro when I was a little boy, I always knew he was gonna be like bigger than life. I knew he was gonna be hard. You feel me? Like I'm a fan of him too. You feel what I'm saying? So like
Super fan.
that's the that's one of the things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of make the job so much better. And what don't make it really like a job because I'm a fan. But
Right.
beyond being a fan, I want to see him do well I want to see him do well.
Listen, I've
So
seen y'all. I've seen y'all on stage together, and the chemistry is all the way there. Like I'm not gonna fast forward too far yet, right? So we still at that time. Tez is bringing you the mixtapes, right? He's bringing you the music.
yeah,
You rocking.
Tez used to bring me songs all the time. I was DJing at the club, but I was more so hosting while Tez was doing this. This is when like the mixtape shit was going crazy. This is like Carter. This is Carter 3 times. You know, Tez used to pull up on me, and he'll come in
On
town
fire.
and he'll come in town. He'll hit me, and I never forget. He used to bring me CDs. But this is during the time when Tez was DJing for Wayne. You feel what I'm saying? He
Got
was
you.
Wayne's manager, but he was also DJing too. So he had all the music. He had, you know, those young active Tez. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, like shit, he was loading me up. Like I couldn't help but to be a Wayne fan. I had a sidekick, bro. And I never forget when Ted saw the sidekick. He probably, if he watched this interview, he probably remember this once I tell him about once I said it. But I had a sidekick, and the sidekick used to, you know, when you swing the sidekick over. When our sidekick used to swing over, it used to play on me, and then when I close it, it'll play like the rest of on me. And like my ringtone was like on me, like it was crazy. Like I had like screen service, all this shit. Like I was a real live fan, bro. Like for
You were
real.
so focused, my brother.
I was a fan. Like I didn't know. I just looking back at that shit right now. I was really studying, bro, for this moment.
You
That's what's
was
crazy.
focused. You was focused, and God was,
Yeah,
and that moment was there for you. And you know, some things just come at the right time. And so you was focused.
yeah,
You was able to get your experience in. You was able to watch. It didn't come
yeah,
too easy for you. You know
yeah,
how you know somebody and you got the plug. And
yeah,
you feel like you can try to just go jump in that position. And it's
yeah,
like sometimes when things come too easy, it don't work out for you. You know what I'm saying? So you were just focused. You were just constantly doing your thing. You was constantly being in the room, and you know it goes on from there. It's when things happen organically. Is what I'm trying to say. It's a beautiful thing because, you know. But I'm not gonna talk too much just for you, bro.
No, it's love. It's
So
love.
you go ahead. What's the event, the moment, whatever that transpired where you got the phone call or the conversation happened, and it was,
So I
yo,
got several phone calls. All right. So
wait, you
I
got
got
multiple
several.
phone calls.
Yeah. So this is how it
Okay.
went. So I'm gonna just go down the timeline real fast. So we in 2008, 2009. I'm still in college. I'm DJing Jack State. I'm DJing. I'm waiting on Clubs R Us. This classic right there. Yeah. So for real, like 2008, 2009. Shit, I'm trying to see when was Clubs on Us in that category. Because the Clubs on Us mixtape was serious. But anyway, 2008, 2009 going on. I'm still DJing. I'm DJing at freelance back home. I'm DJing for my partner Celine with Average Jordan. You feel what I'm saying? Like my entertainment group, Raw Entertainment. I got all this shit going. But at the same time, I'm traveling as well. Like I'm going from like there to Dallas, to Houston, New Orleans. Like I'm from Mississippi. Like I like all that shit close. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
in
all that shit close by me. You
distance.
feel me? Like New Orleans 2 hours, Houston 7 hours, Atlanta 5.5, Alabama right there, that's 3 hours. You feel me? Fucking Dallas is 6 hours. You dig? So it's like it's right there. You feel me? So I was bouncing around because shit. I was like, man, I knew just being in Mississippi wasn't the end goal. I was like, but I gotta go. Like it was kind of like looking back at it now, like me learning. So I never forget when they signed Drake in 2009. CJ Gibson was CJ Gibson is Tez. He was Tez's assistant at the time, and he's considerably one of Tez's best friends. But also CJ is
I
Drake's
met him one
manager.
time. I met
Yeah,
him.
he's Drake's manager, but that's like my childhood family member, like a best friend. Like his brother is my same age. We're best friends. Me and Derek are best friends. Same age, you feel what I'm saying? CJ's 3 years older. So, you know what I'm saying? CJ was always like big bro. We looked up to bro. So when um he decided to start working for Tez, you know what I'm saying? It was a great opportunity for him. But then that's when I never forget we was in Atlanta and they told me about Drake. So they let me hear the music. This was 2009 now. I never forget. It was, to be honest with you, it was like September 2009. We was in Atlanta. And on a band trip at that. We was here on a band trip and CJ let me hear Drake. So I was like, yo, I can't get to Wayne, bro. I need to work with bro. Bro, hard, bro. Like he got a DJ. I got a DJ. I want to fuck with him.
Right.
So I'm
What's
just
up?
eager to DJ for somebody, bro, because I'm like, I know I got it, bro. So shit, Drake had a show in the States and his DJ wasn't here, so I ended up, you know what I'm saying, filling in for him. Got that call. You feel me? That
This is
call came
this
from
is this is
CJ.
you said this is 2000 what? 10?
This 2009. This 2009, 2010. Yeah. My
This is
first gig was
what song is on
2010.
fire? What song is on fire?
This is when Over dropped. This is soon as Over dropped. This is the beginning. Like this is the beginning of this. You feel me? Like I never forget being at school. I never forget, no lie, being at school on the yard, CJ calling my phone and like, yo, I'm finna send you a song in your email. Check it out. This finna be Drake new single. We finna get ready to drop it tomorrow. I was like, okay, then cool. So me and my homies, I never get me and my homies. I grab my partners, I grab my homies. I'm like, yo, come check this new Drake out. Like, let's go to the car. We in the parking lot. I had at the time, I think I had like my Avalanche at the time. Yeah, but I had an Avalanche with like subs and that shit and all that shit there. So we playing Over. We playing that shit nonstop, like back to
Yeah,
back, just going crazy. Like,
that
yo,
was
that shit
a
crazy.
monster
You feel
record.
me? So yeah, I did an event for him like down south. Like I wasn't traveling like that. Tez kind of was real big on me, like not like making sure I finished school. Cause I was trying to leave school. I always wanted to leave school. I never wanted to stay in school. I was trying to go like to production schools and all that shit. Cause I just felt like me going to school was pointless. 'Cause I knew what I wanted to do. You feel me? So I'll never forget. Like I was trying to move to go. Like I was trying to move where Tez was, so I can go like to production school. All that. Tez really kind of like helped map my shit out too. Cause I never forget. He was telling me like you can learn all that shit when you get on the road. I was just so eager to get on the road, then didn't realizing that shit when he was telling me that 5 years later, 6 years later, I'll be on the road. And I actually did do that. I actually learned how to make beats by being on the road. You feel me? Like I got all these people around me. I got Wayne engineers around me, all this shit there. Shit, I'm learning shit. You feel me? So yeah, so that was my first call. My second call came in around like
No,
2000.
so you do the event with Drake, right?
Yeah, I do Drake.
His DJ wasn't there. You do the event with Drake. What happens after
I
that?
did Drake. I do events in Memphis with Drake. I did some events in Memphis with Drake. 'Cause, you know, it's founded for that. So like I said, I used to always do the Southern shows for Drake. I did the first Houston Appreciation Weekend for Drake. You feel what I'm saying? He was out. One thing I can say, like he will always look out because he'll hit CJ and be like, "Yo, what T. Lil got going on?" And at the time I was DJing on satellite radio was DJ Screen. You feel me? So in LA, that shit come on like 5 o'clock in LA because we was
Mm-hmm.
airing at like 9 o'clock here. So there's like 5, 6 o'clock in LA. So they riding around in the car and they hear me on the radio. So he like, yo, what T. Lewis got going on? You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit. Tell him I want to do this. Tell him I want to do that. So, you know, so they looked out for me. I did the Club Paradise tour with Drake. I did a Southern Run on the Club Paradise tour. I did all that before, you know what I'm saying? This is before I got with Wayne. Like I said, my second call I was at the time when I was doing stuff like that, Tez was really just helping me out. Like, he looked out. I went on the road with Twist too. You feel me? I was going on the road with Twist too. I don't forget I did like 2 shows with Twist. It was right when Wayne was getting out of jail, to be honest with you. We did
I got you. You went out.
I'm back now?
We back.
Yeah. The battery, I gotta plug my phone up. Yeah, so one of the shows I did for Wayne, for Twist, right when Wayne got out of jail, it was I don't know if you're familiar with this event, but it's the Bayou Classic in New Orleans.
Yes.
Bayou Classic is always Thanksgiving weekend. So Wayne had came home right around that time. Everybody know he got out like November. You feel me? When he came home, you know what I'm saying? It was like probably like, I forgot what year it was. But nevertheless, when he came home, that was the first place he kind of popped out on. This is when Bedrock had just dropped up. You feel what I'm saying? Young Money just brewing. And now you got Bedrock out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, boom. You feel me? So, you know, shit on fire. So I do the 2 shows with bro and with Twist. And like I said, I was still filling in, doing a little, like, I'm a great club DJ. CJ and Tez knew that. So when Drake would have like club shows in the South, they'll call me. They're like, yo,
somebody out and you right there.
Pull up, like, drive. Like, they knew, like, they was really hustling me. Like, they really taught me hustle. Because, like, I was getting in the car, me and 3 of my homies, like, we going. It's 6 hours.
What's the first? 6?
The furthest I drove on the Club Paradise tour, we went from Houston to Atlanta. That's 14 hours. You feel me? So we definitely did that.
You still in that whip?
I'm still in the Avalanche.
Still in the Avalanche.
Am I in that whip right now? No.
Hold up. We're not going to get that far yet. Hold up.
Okay. So, yeah, this is like 2013, 12-ish, you know, around that time. So, yeah, that's what's going on.
What are you feeling in this moment when you're getting these phone calls like, you'll pop up, do the thing? And, of course, Drake is Drake. He's where he's at now. But at that time,
I knew he was going to be where he is right now. And that ain't even no bullshit. I felt the same shit with motherfucking Aubrey. You feel me? It was something about him. And I always used to tell CJ, like, more than anything, more than the music, is his personality that kind of sells him with me. You feel me? I think in life, if people can relate to you, they're gonna fuck with you even more. And then it's like a double standard though, because it's like in life, if they relate to you, they'll fuck with you. But if they don't relate to you, they wanna try to figure out what it is about you that they can't relate to. And that's the opposite with Wayne and Drake. Wayne is the person that they can't relate to. He's an alien, he's a Martian. You feel what I'm saying? They don't get it, but that draws you in so much. And Drake is the person you can relate to, and that draws you in so much as well. You feel me? Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I understood, like, I saw that with both of them. Like, no lie. That's not like me making it up. I saw that with both of them. You know what I'm saying? And that was like I just really was trying to look for a way out, honestly. And I mean a way out by I knew me being in Jackson was not the end result. I love home. It's stitched in my heart. But I knew far as my entertainment level and what I wanted to do far as my career, that wasn't my end all be all. But I knew I had to get to that next step. So you know what I'm saying? It was even me being able to go out here and take on the world, you know. So that was one of the things as well.
Got you. So that happens. Second phone call.
Second phone call was the Twist. Second phone call was Twist.
Okay.
All right. So like I said, I got those phone calls all while they were going on. You feel what I'm saying? While one was going on, while like it was back to back to back. You feel what I'm saying? Now the Wayne phone call was totally different. The Wayne phone call was like I put a bid in on that one.
So second phone call is Twist. You
Second
doing
phone
your
call
thing.
is Twist.
You doing your thing with him.
Yeah.
Rocking. What's the third phone call?
Third phone call is Wayne.
Tell me about how that whole play. I need to know the whole play.
Uh, we was at a Big Crit concert in Jackson, Mississippi, and Tez was there, and Wayne had just announced like the lawsuit stuff and all that stuff, and he dropped No Ceilings too. And when he dropped No Ceilings too, was that No Ceilings?
This is a crazy time for Wayne.
Yeah, it was real rough. It was a very rough situation. Like I ain't gonna lie, that was super training. I entered the game in a time in life where it was like surreal. Like you feel what I'm saying? I never thought in a million years I'd be seeing what I'm seeing and witnessing what I witnessed. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is it. So, hey Sue Solo, how you doing? Shout out to Sue Solo. She got a morning show in Atlanta on Streets 945. Congratulations to her.
Hello.
Yeah, so with Wayne, like I said, this is a crazy time, but he was doing a club run. At the time, Wayne's DJ, which was DJ 45, he was mainly doing like tours for Wayne. You feel me? Wayne was at this time. Wayne was a huge artist. Wayne wasn't really even doing clubs like that anymore. He was doing
Yeah,
tours.
listen, I was putting in phone calls when he was popping up to certain cities doing shows.
Yeah,
Things were getting denied.
yeah, that number is crazy. You feel me? We talking about Lil Wayne in a club. You feel me? So yeah, we went to concert. It was a big concert, and Tez was in town. Man, it was me, Tez, CJ, his cousin Teasy. We were standing right there at the doorway, like by the bar. And I was like, Tez, I had to get in. I had to get in character. Cause I remember exactly how I did it. I
You
was
like, you
like,
know what, Chance? I've been putting this motherfucker work in.
no. I did a real player. I would just say, I said, Tez. I said, listen. So I know what y'all got going on right now. So I said, check me out. I said, listen, bro, who you sending on the road with Wayne for this club run? Cause I know you not gonna do it. And I said, I know Wayne's character, but he ain't gonna be really trying to fuck with no new DJ every night. So I said, what you gonna do, Tez? You ain't gonna bring in 4-5. And there was no offense to 4-5, but they really use, like, that's how they rock. They rock like that. You feel me? I had to build that shit up for me to be able to do a lot of the shit that's going on. That's their
Exactly.
character. You feel me?
Exactly.
Wayne moved with his crew. And moving anybody else would be pointless. I don't live in Miami, so moving me is an extra. You feel me? So, and I had to understand it. So I'm really playing with it on Ted's. Like, so Ted's like, what you gonna do? I said, man, you might as well just really go and let me do that tour, man, and let me just DJ in the club. You know I'm gonna rock the club every night. I'm like, fuck the club up. I'm really popping big shit. Ted's, when Ted's get to thinking, if a nigga know Ted, when Ted's get to thinking, Ted's leg get to shaking.
Mm-hmm.
He get to shaking. He'll be like, all right. So shit. I ain't get no phone call for like a week. The tour was gonna start. I ain't get no phone call.
So you over here looking at your phone like this nigga call me yet.
Yeah, so I'm like, damn, bro, and he ain't got that no phone with me. That's fucked up, bro.
You like, damn, was my approach?
I'm talking about, I'm tripping.
Wrong? What?
I'm tripping, bro. I'm like, bro, this is so fucked up. So look, my partner Teasy, who is CJ's cousin, he go, man, you need to call Tez, bro, and you need to go on and ask him if he gonna let you do this tour now so you can know. So I'm like, man, nah, fuck that, bro. I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna wait it out. So next thing you know, it was like Friday. It was a Friday, bro. CJ called me. What you doing? I'm like, shit, nothing, man. Getting ready to go to freelance. He was like, look, you can come to Charlotte tomorrow. What? Wayne got a show in Charlotte tomorrow. We finna book you a flight right now. You gotta meet us out there. I said, CJ, it's tomorrow. He said, so you trying to go or not?
Exactly.
I said, man, bro, I'm gonna call you back. Let me try to get this shit straight at the club first. So I called somebody, called the club, told them, I'm like, hey, The call finally came. I'm out, bitch.
Listen,
Fuck y'all.
that was loyalty. That was loyalty.
Yeah,
That was loyalty, because anybody else
yeah.
would be like, fuck that damn club.
Nah,
You
man, this is
know
my
what I'm
spot.
saying?
I've been there for years. Like I fuck with this like family shit, bro. You
It's
feel me? Like
loyalty.
we
But I'm
built a
just saying,
family.
the
Yeah,
average person would have been like, I don't care if I was there for 20 years. This is
yeah.
the
Nah,
moment
nah, nah, nah,
I've been
nah.
waiting on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, this is the moment you was waiting on. So you call the
Mm-mm.
club, you make the arrangements,
Gotta make that right. I
you
hit
get to
Harvey. I
Charlotte.
told Harvey. I said, Harvey, I'm gonna go DJ for Lil Wayne. It was CIAA weekend in Charlotte. He said, all right, bet. So I called CJ back. I said, boom, I'm ready. Send me the flight. Ship me out. Boom. I go do Charlotte.
What year is this?
This 2015.
Okay.
This
Because
2015.
I was in CIAA 2015. I had a party. I did a party with Gotti. My boy had a party with Drake, and I think he had a party with Wayne too. So
Okay.
my boy
We did
Chris,
Wayne. We did. I forgot the name of the club. But yeah, it was on a Saturday.
he only
That's
had
all we
one.
had.
He only had
We
one
only had
event.
one event.
Yep,
That
yep,
Saturday. We did that
yep.
Saturday night. We was in and out. I
I
caught the
remember.
flu and I left that hoe. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, so boom, do that. They like, bro, you did good. You killed it. When I asked to you, I was like, all right, bet, cool. I go back to Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I never forget sitting in my garage at my house crying because I sat at home for like 3 weeks because it was probably like 2 weeks. It was like a 2 week gap. I sat at home for like 2 weeks, and I was like, bro, I can't do this. Like I'm tired of being here. I feel like I'm failing. Like I'm talking. I was on the phone with my homegirl Raven. Like, bro, like I can't do this, bro. Like I feel like I was like, bro, I feel like I'm way better than this. I feel like I got a gift to give to the world. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got to figure it out. But I don't know how. I know how. It wasn't nobody but be God that worked it out. It was all in His timing. But like I said, like the next day I got a phone call. Like, hey, look, so
Another phone
we
call.
finna do this.
This is what, the
Finna do
fourth
this.
phone call now.
Yeah, this the fourth phone call. It's CJ.
So when your phone ring, how you feeling in that moment? Like you know your
It's
phone's
CJ
ringing.
though. I normally talk to CJ. You feel me? Like
Okay.
I normally talk to CJ.
So
I
this is
normally
an
talk to these
everyday
people.
conversation with
So
you and
I'm
him
thinking
talk.
like it's nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, like, like CJ called me and CJ go like, yeah, so look, pack your bags up, you finna go do this run, you feel what I'm saying? Like we gonna be thugging it out though. So you gotta be ready. I'm like, all right then, cool. I didn't really know what thugging it out meant,
So
but
you gotta
we
look
really
up Wayne.
we really thugged it. We really thugged it out. Me and CJ did a 30 plus city tour and we drove rental cars behind the tour bus. Like Wayne had a tour bus. You feel me? He had his bus and the studio bus. Me and CJ went on the bus. We don't ride the bus. You feel me? So we got down rental car. We flew to Florida. That was our first stop, Tampa, Florida. That was our first stop, my first show with Wayne in the club. I'm nervous as shit.
But you've been doing this for quite some time. You've been putting in work.
I have, but we talking
You
about
did
with Will.
CIAA already. But
Yeah. We talking about now. This shit serious.
right.
Like the whole time, see, let me tell you, I put the pressure on myself because you know what the pressure was? The pressure wasn't to impress Wayne. The pressure wasn't to impress Ted. The pressure wasn't to impress nobody else but myself. And you know, my biggest fear was failing and going back to Jackson.
Okay.
Where I come from, that's what we got a lot of. No offense to them, but that's our story because we lack direction. You feel what I'm saying? We've lacked direction, bro. I've understood that since I've been in this game, bro. You feel me? I learned so much stuff outside of there, and the thing about it is that's stuff that I could have never learned back at home, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. It's a mind frame thing, man. Bro, I keep saying this. If you change your mental, you change your outcome.
Absolutely.
So back home, I just knew it wasn't the place for me to grow. Like you really outgrow places. You
You do.
outgrow people. You outgrow everything. You feel what I'm
Same
saying?
people,
Like
the same restaurants, the same
you
clubs, the
dig?
same
Like it moved
everything.
like that. So that's why I just knew what it was for me and what it was like. All right, look, I know what I got. I know what I need to do. I know, like, I don't know how to get it done, but shit, I know all I got to do is work
So
and
you there in
and
Florida. You
Keep
said
it
Tampa,
prayed
right?
up.
You
So
in
we
Tampa,
go
right?
fly to Tampa. First show, Tampa.
So you
Boom.
in Tampa.
Did the club with my man's H Dot. Shout out to my boy H Dot.
You in Tampa. What happens when you guys hit the stage? So you hit the stage first.
I hit the stage first to do a DJ set. Now, first of all, this is my first time in Florida, my country ass. You feel what I'm saying? First of
So
all, let me give a little break. Hold on, time out. Shout out to my cousin right here. I am
get it in.
Gaddis. I am Gaddis. Today is his birthday. Shout out to my cousin. My
Happy
cousin
birthday
moved.
to
Happy
you.
birthday, cousin. You feel me? Sue Solo still in here with me for sure, for sure. But yeah, so yeah, we in Tampa. I'll go around, find me some food. I really be a tourist real fast. This is my first time my country ass in Florida though, DJing there. I done been to Louisiana. I done been to Texas. I ain't never even been to Miami. The farthest I done been to Florida is really Panama when I went for spring break. You feel me?
Gotcha.
So I don't know what the fuck going on. You feel me? I'm really in this motherfucker like goddamn. So shit, we get in that motherfucker. All I know is I know a lot of artists from Florida. So let me get in there and do a Florida set. So I'm rocking. I look over Wayne rocking. Shit, I'm like, oh, this is a good night. We killed the show.
So
We just built the bond.
before you kill the show, do you guys have a conversation
No,
before you hit the stage? There's no conversation. There's
I
no.
worked. I did like fucking 5, 6 shows and hadn't even talked to Wayne yet.
Okay. So this is
No acknowledgement.
you literally coming in, setting up, doing your thing, or you getting the playlist or whatever. So pretty much all your communication was with Taz and
It's through some,
everybody else.
yeah, all the communication through somebody. So basically what we were doing, I get to the city to do sound check, boom, boom. We already had the set because we were doing the same songs, and it got to a point to where when me and him finally started talking, to where I was suggesting like, yo, let's change some songs up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's do this song, let's do this song. You
Because
feel what I'm saying? Like, go to Tez.
you putting your
Yeah,
work in, you feeling the vibes from
we
the
built a
crowd.
relationship. We had to build a relationship. You feel me?
Absolutely.
But
So you do the
he
show.
built it in his own way though.
Okay. So so you do the show, you kill the show, you guys move on.
Yeah,
Do a couple cities, the same format for the
yeah.
most part. When
We
is
do that for like 3 months.
huh?
We do that club run for like 2, 3 months.
Okay. When is the first conversation with Wayne happen? When is that first? When
It was
that
like a
first?
club. It was like a club conversation in passing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Fast.
like a club conversation in passing. I worked probably like the whole year without talking about it.
Wow.
Yeah, I worked like the whole year without talking about it.
But the
Like no lie,
chemistry on stage is all the way there.
because I'm a god.
My brother, take it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the
I
day,
just can't even. I can't even keep giving everybody this. Like I'm really like. I think God blessed me with a channel to be able to read certain things. And that's why I execute how I execute and when I DJ and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? I got a different eye for certain shit. You feel what I'm saying? So when it came to me DJing for Wayne, I was there. I knew the show wasn't my show. I knew it was his show. So I knew I had to go in and compliment him. But I wanted to also be able to compliment him in ways that still made him feel lively. That still made him feel like shit. Somebody got my back. That's all that mattered to me. You feel what I'm saying? So just to be for real, like when I encountered that, I was like, man, when I first started, when people like, bro, what you like talking to him? I'm like, I ain't talking to bro. They're like, what you mean you ain't talking to him? Bro, I ain't that man friend. I work
right.
for bro. I'm
It is
there,
what it is. I'm
goddamn.
showing up. I'm doing my
I'm
thing.
there showing up, doing my job, going on about my business. You feel what I'm saying?
Like how the band members do. Like how the band members
Yeah,
do.
it was just like that. The relationship came after that. Once the relationship came after that. Like I said, this was the club run.
So
I
you do
got
the
sent
whole.
home.
So you do the huh?
I
So
got sent home. I got
right
sent back to Jackson.
after the club run.
After the club run, I got
Right.
sent back to Jackson.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
got sent back home. Like, we
Thank you.
appreciate you,
Thank
your time up. Boom. But bruh still doing shows, though. Bruh is still doing shows, bruh. Bruh. I ain't do nothing wrong. The club run was just over. So it was a transition. You feel
you.
me?
Right.
It was a transition from he was going from the clubs to the arenas, doing like the radio show runs. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So
I remember when he went
radio
on the
show,
old club run. So
all
you
right,
did
so
that.
club run, I did that. Boom, that was over with. Radio show run, now it's back to work. Now it's back to business. Now
All right.
it's
I'm
time
gonna
to
stop you
bring
right there,
back
bro.
in his original DJ.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna stop you right there. So we're gonna stop right there. You said because we got like a minute and 45 seconds before this thing like knocks us out.
All
So
right,
the club run is done, and then I'm gonna like hang this up. I'm gonna bring it right back on. Everybody tune right back in. I don't know if this
bet.
Instagram pushes you out after an hour, so I'm gonna hang
Yeah.
up and come right back. All right, and we're gonna continue.
All right, bet.